Introducing Harmony by Nutrifect, the single most powerful companion to the HCG diet currently on the market. Many of you may be wondering how Harmony actually supports HCG. So let's take just a few minutes and go through a few items that might help you understand this just a little bit better. Because you already supply HCG to a number of clients, you understand that it is really difficult for people to get the proper nutrients when they're on a normal diet, let alone during the HCG diet. Obviously, when we drop our caloric intake to 500 calories a day, we get less nutrients from the foods we are eating. So one of the areas where Harmony really assists and supports HCG is in making sure the proper nutrients that our bodies need to function every single day on a regular basis are there and available to each one of your clients. You know, while vitamins and minerals are very important, especially during the HCG diet, one of the things that I want to make you aware of is that the HCG has been found to be far more effective when the body has a sufficient amount of zinc to help the HCG process. What we have found through numerous studies is that the zinc itself actually speeds up and makes the HCG fat burning process far more efficient. And the fact that the zinc is in the Harmony product, it really becomes a no-brainer companion to the HCG diet and the HCG product. Another thing that is really important to understand with Harmony is that every one of the components in the Harmony formula are designed specifically around the production of healthy serotonin levels. Now, having said that, one of the derivatives of having healthy serotonin levels is that you have the ability to overcome traditional emotional eating. It helps curb the cravings for traditional junk food carbohydrates, which of course we want to stay away from when we are on the HCG diet. It also assists in overcoming low levels of energy. There needs to be some additional nutrients in the body to help overcome that, because when your caloric intake is as low as it is and you're not accustomed to that, the tendency is after a week or so to start feeling those low levels of energy. We want you to be aware that with the Harmony product, that balancing of the B12 in the body and assisting the body to create those natural energy reservoirs are then more readily available. So this brings us to really what is Harmony and what does Harmony do in the assisting process to the HCG product and the HCG diet? Well, first and foremost, by balancing those serotonin levels, your ability to create melatonin and to rest and get that deep sleep at night becomes very critical for a couple of different reasons. Number one, we know that during the deep sleep process, the ability for the body to naturally burn fat will exist and does function if we can get a minimum of 7 hours deep sleep each night. On top of that, obviously, if we can get better, more restful sleep, our energy levels will increase. And during this time of being on the HCG diet, this becomes critical. Another element that Harmony really focuses on and has a great effect on is reducing the daily stress and anxiety that most people feel. We all understand that each of us have busy lives, and we face a number of different elements each and every day that cause us to experience different levels of stress and anxiety. When our serotonin levels are at a good balance in our body, we have the ability to deal with and assimilate that stress and anxiety far easier than without it. And of course, Oftentimes, for many individuals, being on the HCG diet alone causes a stress and anxiety because they have to go through some different feelings and experience different things with their mind and their body that they're not accustomed to experiencing. Third, it promotes healthy fat loss. I mentioned that just a little bit earlier, but healthy fat loss occurs really more often when we are in a deep sleep than at any other time. Now with HCG, you are actively burning fat during the day, and what Harmony does is it assists you so that in the evening, when you're resting, when you're sleeping, your body goes through its natural process of fat burning. We're not talking weight loss here, we're talking fat loss, and that is the whole idea behind the Harmony product along with your HCG program. Fourth, it reduces that food and substance cravings. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. You can assist yourself in staying on the diet, sticking to the diet, and making it simpler for you to do so by reducing those cravings for the junk food carbohydrates, for any kind of food or drink that you may traditionally have been accustomed to having on a regular basis. It also assists naturally in mood balancing. Now, it's been known forever and ever that serotonin is something that has been associated with depression and the balancing of those moods with bipolar disorder and depression. It continues to do that and continues to be a strong proponent of balancing those moods in a very natural way. So we're really excited about the way that works for each and everybody. And then in general, it really supports an overall mind and body health. It really helps the mind to control what is going on with the body, and the cravings that may happen usually start in our mind, not with our body, but they're manifest through our body and our actions. So it's a very powerful support product to the HCG program, and we're really excited to be able to introduce this to you. We wanted to just take a minute and show you the process that our bodies naturally go through to produce serotonin. And I don't want to get too carried away here with this extreme science, but what I want you to do is just take a look at the slide and realize that there are particular nutrients in our body and processes that our body goes through in order to produce that serotonin. Now, in the Harmony product, it skips a couple of these processes, the first two processes you see on the slide, and immediately goes to the third, where the 5-HTP, the zinc, the B6, and the magnesium exist. And what it does is it actually gives you the opportunity to begin naturally producing serotonin in your body at a much quicker rate than you would normally do so because of the way Harmony has been formulated. So one of the things that we want to make sure we make you very aware of is that the Harmony product has a patented bioavailable delivery system. Now that sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo to a number of people out there, but bioavailable simply means that it makes the nutrients it is delivering up to 60 times more absorbable by the body. Now, what does this mean to anyone who's on the HCG diet or anyone who is taking Harmony? What it means is that those nutrients that you are getting from the Harmony product are being introduced and are being delivered at the cellular level at a much greater rate than they would in their normal synthetic formulation. So what happens with the BioSend patented delivery system is that these minerals and these components and these vitamins are bound to whole foods. And in fact, the minerals and other components being bound to whole foods actually act as a vehicle that allows them to travel more naturally through the body and get to the cellular level. When they arrive at that cellular level, they are far more absorbable. In fact, 60 times more absorbable seems like a huge amount, but what it really means to you and I is that 98% of every nutrient we get to our body is going to be absorbed and utilized at the cellular level. Once it is absorbed at the cellular level, now the body has its ability to release this into the system on kind of what you and I would call a time release system, to be able to utilize it and better help the body with those nutrients that we are delivering. Obviously, in this process, when you are getting nutrients at a whole food type level and in a whole food type formulation, it's far easier on the stomach. So for people who may have very sensitive stomachs, this is a big issue a lot of times with many of the minerals and vitamins we take. This BioSend delivery system makes it far easier for those individuals to be able to begin utilizing the nutrients they need without going through that phase of an upset stomach. So as you've had opportunity to take a look at this and are beginning to kind of formulate in your mind how the Harmony product can become an additional revenue producer, an additional profit center for you in your current HCG business, I'd like to just give you an idea of what we require individuals to have in place in order to become channel partners. First and foremost is that you have a current working website that also has a shopping cart. You probably sell at least the HCG product with additional products on top of that. That needs to be in place in order to qualify as a channel partner. Secondly, you need to have an active and working merchant account in order to do so, because this is something that if you start to sell in volume is going to be very critical not only to you, but to us as the provider of the product to you. Number 3, you need to be prepared to begin buying product in quantity minimums. Now, later on, if you're interested, we want you to contact us. We're going to get you full pricing. We're going to get you full quantity levels so that you understand what this is. But for channel partners, we don't do the onesie-twosie program. It really is a volume-oriented program, which gives you much better pricing. Now, along with the channel partner program, we also offer white labeling, or the ability for you to create your own label rather than having our corporate label on the product. What this does for you is a couple of different things. Number 1, it makes sure that everybody that you sell product to is contacting you and only you, which we think is really a wonderful way to do this and make sure that your clients are continuing to come back to you for additional repeat orders. It allows you to develop your marketing model to make sure that your colors, your logo, your program is really what they see each and every day. Now, with the white label orders, we do have a minimum that you need to order at least 250 units of the Harmony product with your white label. We also have a program here where we can actually produce the labels for you at our cost, and of course we're more than happy to give you that costing along with the product cost when we send you this additional information. So make sure that when you finish this slide presentation, you either email us or give us a phone call telling us that you're very interested in the pricing, that you meet these requirements, and we will send a program out to you that you can fill out the paperwork, get it shipped back to us, and we can get you set up as a channel partner, because we've got so many people who are jumping on this right now, especially in the HCG industry, that we want to get you there as quickly as we can and make sure that you have product in hand. So make sure that once you're completed here, you either contact us by email or by phone. We will get you full product pricing, we will get you full quantity breakdowns, and we will get you the total pricing for white labels if you choose to utilize that program, and we can get the whole thing set up for you and get it going within 48 hours. So I want to thank you for listening to this presentation. I want to let you know that if you have any questions, you'll have the contact information on the next slide. And we want to thank you from NutriFect for taking a look at this product that we know will be a huge companion product to your HCG business and create some additional revenue and profit for you as you move forward. Thanks again. We hope you all have a great day and enjoy your business.